am K.C White, and you are at Albion Mountain in St. Mary, Port Maria to the exact, in that area. And you are at High Grade Music Studio up in Albion Mountain. Yeah, man, the studio where everyone I talk about. The vibe is right up in the country, you know. Well, I am from Port Maria, and the thing is, I have been in the music business for years, and it's still in my bones. So wherever I bounce about or move to in the Port Maria area, I just bring it along with me, you know. And as a singer from New York, living in the Bronx, you know, music is in my bone. As I should say, my whole majority of my family members are musicians and singers, and like Junior Demos, my younger brother, Capleton, our cousin, and you know it go on and on, Joe White, that's our family again. And it's a musical family, so it's just in my bones. So I say, well, okay, the Albion Mountain, I'm gonna just drop a studio up there, man, and see if we can uplift some of these young youth them where really want to, you know, move up into the music business. But I am strictly a foundation, but I am not knocking against the music that the younger youth doing. I have someone else who deal with that form of production, you know. And Prego Bass is one of them, as one of the upcoming artists of this new era. So, you know, I work with him. He have good potential. So you'll be hearing a lot more from Prego Bass, and he will be on Mountain Splash this Saturday. Same mother. Yeah, man. From the same mother. We live up there in Bailey'sville. Grew up together. I the first person produced Junior Demos. I have an album. I just showed Prego the album a while ago. The album named Snake and Leather. But before that, he was called Papa Keeble. Yeah, they call him Papa Keeble. In those days, they call him Papa Keeble. Then he called himself Nico Jr. And then he just eventually settled with Junior Demos. And the first song that I did with him was, what's the name of this? Snake and Ladder. Yeah, I think there's a song named Snake and Ladder. And after that, I put together an album with him, and he had done a few songs with Mickey Simpson, some combination stuff. And you know, that's where it's at. Yeah, man, a lot of great come from St. Mary. So from St. Mary here, you have Junior Demos, you have Capleton, Barry Salmon, Josie Whale, Junior Nicodemus, Admiral Tibet, you know. It's go on and on. I could have Lady Saw is also Munga Honorable, you know, see it. There's so many. There's so many. Yeah, man, Ninja Man. Yeah, man, all of them that set me reproduce most of those artists. At one stage, it was Clarendon who was bringing all the artists. But the big artists, them that really boss some international way, I said, me artists, them, man. It's just, you know, just who embrace the music. Up in the hill, and maybe yes, as you say, maybe the hills and the valleys where a man can more sit back and meditate, maybe a factor, you know what I mean? So that's basically it, because I gain a lot of peace and tranquility right here, just sitting around the back. Sit back and just open the studio back door and just listen to something, and ideas come. You write some very nice song and so forth. And a lot of these artists come through this era, like Dean Fraser, Taros Riley, who again? Dwayne Stevenson, Tinga Stewart.
And when they come here, what do they
Just
say? They sit on the veranda like this.
yeah, man, they sit down, man. You Brown, Big Youth, name all of them, man. They come through here, man.
So what do they say? What's the experience for them when they just come?
Them just like the vibes. Them just sit back and just relax and bun a ziggy who like smoke, just bun something. You know, see it. You're free for that. Food with just put on a pot of soup or something and thing, and man just partake and just enjoy the day. This hill to me coming like it is the point where you know where the studio is, because when artists don't know where they're going when they're coming here for the first time, from me tell them say you come over that big, you come over that as you come up the steep hill and come and go that steep hill and come on the flat. Alright, that's how you know, no move from this, ask anybody right there. Or from you reach anywhere in the area, man, ask any man for high grade studio. And every man can tell you, say, you go make 2 corners, but you don't know Jamaica State. Instead of tell you 1 or 2 corners, and say, around the corner, you go around this and go around this, and not so much corner still. Yeah, I do some fairly good music inside there with some of the best musicians. I have Mafia and Fluxy, they come through here. Dean Fraser, Khan, and Clive Hunt, all those people came through, you know. Yeah. Well, I never really started in New York. I started in Jamaica, because my first song that I recorded, I did that for Byron Lee, and that was way back in the early 70s. And I did a song named Man No Dead, and the name was given to me by Byron Lee and Boris Gardner, because after I finished singing the song, they like and mixing it, they reviewed it and they say, young man, what is your name? So I told him my name. Him said, no sir, that can't go up on record, man. Him said, where your nickname? I'm here, Boris Gardner said, where your nickname? So I say K.C, you know, because I usually go to Kingston College. That's the school I've been, you know. Are you talking about Kingston College? Myself, Donovan Germain was in the same class. We were actually sitting side by side. It's like I am sitting here and like the hallway, he was over the next seat over there. Gussie Clark, Augustus Pablo, Tyrone Evans, just name them. You know, all those musicians, the K.C produced some Keith Rowe from the original Keith and Tex. So we all were from actually Kingston College, where we grew up, because there was a choir that we had there that we won. We were like champion for maybe 20, 30 years. When I came up with that vibe within me, and I was working with Brad's Record, which is #1 record shop, and I did a lot of shows. He got me a few shows around New York City, and then I was along with doing some work, sharing my work with what's his name again? Bulwaki? Yeah, Lloyd Barnes. And I did a few songs with Wacky crew there. And you know, Ken Williams gave me that break there in New York City, because I did all the shows them throughout New York City. I did show Madison Square Garden when I just came the first time. I did at Town Hall on Broadway. I did show at Columbia University on Broadway as well. And I did so many shows throughout New York City, man. Biltmore Ballroom. I've been, Stardust Ballroom. Just to name a few. The Epiphany up there in the Bronx. I guess all these places may have closed down. Something new coming up now. but I've been through it all. Well, the experience that I've gained over the years, working with the best, I work with all of them entertainers, all of the not most, most of the record producers, as well as what you say now, the musicians from New York right down. I have worked with a lot of them. I did work with Wild Bunch that one time, Moniaka. I did shows and so forth. They were like a backing band then, and it's just music all over when you're there in New York those days. Music all over, everywhere I turn. It was just, yeah.
So back in the days, the guys in New York had potential to you know, like they were on the same level as the guys in Jamaica at one time, right?
I wouldn't fully say that, but they were, yes, you could say that but at that time they did not get that break because everybody were really looking at Jamaica for an artist to bust out from Jamaica. You know, see, because when I first came here and I performed, right, I remember when I did a show at Broadway at Town Hall, and it was myself, Marcia Griffiths, Scotty, Dry Your Breaks, Big Youth, Dennis Brown, and when I finished that show, I remember there was a man by the name of Roy Johnson, come from in the Bronx, and he said he was having a fashion show and dance, and he would like to have me there, and he want me to sing between the breaks of the fashion show. Okay, well, I went there. He gave me a suit because he was a tailor. Gave me a nice suit, and I put all my tracks on like dub. Those days were dub plates. There was no CD, nothing. This was like 1973, the ending of 73. And I remember now when I went to the fashion show, it was a Sunday, and when I went on stage, when all the models went through do their thing, they called on me to come up and sing. When I went out there, New York wasn't embraced for reggae at that time. It's just like Jamaicans who live in New York, and they have a house party, a basement party. You see all of us we gather. So Americans, black Americans, most of all, they weren't like involved in reggae. They didn't like it. And I remember when I started to sing the reggae song, the man said to me, the people started saying, no, they don't want no reggae. And I said, man, I said to myself, what is this I put myself into? But I just said to the selector, those days you call them, you just say DJ, pull up, hold on there, let me talk to them people here. I never forget this until this day. And I started to speak to the audience because it was some big people thing, because fashion show, everybody sit down and relax and think. And I remember I turned and I said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is K.C. White. I'm from Jamaica, reggae singer and so on. And listen to me now. I listen to all type of music. And one of my favorite music is R&B music. All those slow jams and so forth. I don't really fight against other music. So anyway, I say I am a reggae singer, and if you can just give me the chance to let me show you what our music, how powerful our music is, maybe one day you will remember me as a person who tell you that this music will rise to the top. I heard a man way down in the back at that place, like he was kind of half drunk. He said, okay, go ahead, man. Sing, let me hear what you got. So he go ahead and he say, okay then. So at that time, I started to think within my head, what song am I going to come up with? But I had, I think, about 4 or 5 tunes on the dub plate, 5 tracks. And I remember I did this song named I Won't Cry, which was officially done by Jose Feliciano. And I started off and I said, okay, I'm going to sing this song. And I start out and say, darling, I found out a long time ago you found someone else. You don't need me anymore. But I'll keep on loving you just the same. Oh, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. I'll keep on loving you year after year. Even though you left me. As I start to sing that song, it reflects on them because the song was out not too long ago. They say, yeah, everybody start jumping because they could relate to that song, which was a R&B song for them.
Darling, I found out a long time ago. Found someone else. You don't need me anymore. But I'll keep on loving you just the same, yeah.
So after that, I think now, so what next? I said, okay, number 2. And I started, say, lavender blue, diddly diddly. I had a track for that. And I had them in my arm right there, although it was reggae. But it's one of their own, that song that they could relate to of their own. So when they heard that, I said, man, I got to say, what song next? So I did Anywhere But Nowhere, which is, it was done by Ashford and Simpson. Say, I will go anywhere and still be nowhere. I did that one. And I won them over. So when they all finished, man, from me I sing, and the biggest applause we ever get. Me I wonder if them glad me come off. What are the biggest applause we ever get, I tell you. And when I go backstage, there was a lady, big fat woman. She came back there and she said, you are a brilliant singer. And you have that mentality and that to stay on stage after that hostile reception, you, with that style that you have, you're bound to make it. I never forget that lady. And I had her number and lost that number because it's almost 50 years now.
Anywhere but nowhere. Anywhere but nowhere. I can go anywhere and still be nowhere. Oh, oh. I could be across the sea and still be nowhere. Oh, oh.
It is not there anymore because these guys, as you say, as them boss, them feel them, okay, them know the stage and them go up there and them do them thing. But in our time, way back then, you had to build yourself and be able to go on stage and hit it hard. Sometimes you will go back and look at your performance and then say, well, this was not done right, and so forth, and you go rehearse all over again and get it right. If they follow instruction, you know, them young youth, they can go to the highest level, man.
True.
But sometimes most of them, you know, some indiscipline, them young artists, them indiscipline, you can't tell them nothing and feel like them bigger than you. You know, I've been here, I've been in studio. A man, you tell show artist how to do something, and him feel like say you can't tell him nothing, so you leave him, make him do what he want to do. You know, see? So these are a lot of them that act that way right now. Those days there was just a few studios that were involved.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like everybody has studio now.
Okay.
Come like as a man go and him make a little dollar, a few dollars, him go build for him studio.
Yeah.
It don't take nothing to build a studio. But to get that real foundation studio, I take the same computer stuff, but I record analog style. So when you hear my music, you don't know that this music is done by a computer as well. You know, see, I've done it through the analog style,
Okay.
like what we usually do way back in the days. We have the drum, everything separate from it. Now a man just get a keyboard and him find the bass line, him find the drum on it, him find everything, and him say him have a rhythm. I hate that. When we have it, we have the drum set, we have the bass, we have the rhythm guitar, we have the keyboard, we have the hornsmen coming in. We don't use no keyboard and anything there. Hear my tune them, it have to come with the real hands. As small as the studio may be around there, you find that when Dean Fraser and the mothers come inside there, there's space and it is well done. Yeah, man.
What the eggshell for the sound?
Yeah, man, the eggshell. Well, the eggshell sound, if most men, it's only most of the foundation man them may know that King Tubby started that thing. Or the roof or the voice room usually be like eggshell. And the idea came back to me, and I said, man, you know that we can't do it, you know. We do the eggshell thing, you know. Keeping the sound, and man, you hear the sound. You hear the sound where I got around here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, King Tubby's is the original eggshell, man. He start out with that. Well, what's up? Okay, to everyone in the musical industry, reggae industry out there in New York, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, name it all. Big up every time. You know, see it. And most of all, one of the big up to my original brethren them, Inner Circle, though over there in Miami. Yes. You know, see, Ian Lewis, Roger Lewis, Tota Harvey, Lance, Scatter, Bannick, enough respect every time. What's up? New York. Big up.
I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me.
Rainbow Car Service, Mr. Printer, Border Bitter Tonic,